Last year, in 2022, I took my very first anatomy class, and the project for the entire semester, it was like a big chunk of our grade, was to draw 300 sketches of different people. 300 drawings. And this led to me actually filling my very first sketchbook, and I thought, why not? We're finally going to show you my progress of it all. Ayo, I'm Bethany Jan, and welcome back to another video. So, this is the very first sketchbook I have ever completely filled in my career as an artist, which is kind of crazy. Excuse me while I die. This is going to show you how much I've improved, even in my late, very recent year here, okay? So let's just begin. There's a lot to look through here. Yeah, 300 sketches. I had to divide the 300 into two separate sketches. This is going to be 1 through 190. 90, yeah. And we start off pretty rough, 40 minutes, which is crazy. I'm supposed to do at least 5 a day. And I just wanted to stay here at the beginning stages because look at how bad these are. Oh my goodness gracious. And then I tried 10 minutes. Oh no. Trust me, it gets worse. It gets worse. There the one on the left, there's my fiance. No, my husband. One on the left was my husband. Which, he stayed there for a long time. But the one on the right, that one's good. Not so good. This is showing you, though, how much I've improved and how I have gone from basically being able to draw people in with a matter of 10 minutes. So fun thing about this entire sketchbook and assignment we had to do, or project, whatever you want to call it, we had to draw all of these people from life. You could draw yourself in the mirror. You could draw people out in public. You couldn't draw people off the internet. No photos. You had to draw people from life. So I started off with a lot of just my fiance, which, some of these I'm pretty proud of. They were more around the 15-20 minute range. And then we get into these. There's a Starbucks at the university, and I would go there every day after class, and I would draw people. Most of them sitting. I hated standing people. Hated it. Oh goodness, these are just so bad. I didn't know what I was doing. This is only still the beginning half. There's a lot. Oh no. See what I mean by I hate the standing people. It's so bad. Also, oh my gosh. Since I went to different places on campus, it was probably the most terrifying thing to actually draw people in real life. At the beginning of this, it was terrifying because there were moments when I would go to the library or the lounge area where people were just hanging out, getting coffee, sitting. There were moments that I made eye contact with the people that I was drawing, and they would see that I was drawing them. And I felt so awkward and out of place. It was, oh no. Here's another one. It looks like Gollum. Oh, it's so bad. The one on the right, though. The fabric, One thing that was really challenging about this entire project was that it was wintertime. And so I had to literally go to places like coffee shops and things that I don't normally do. My introverted self, I would rather just be in my studio. But no, I had to go places. Yeah, more standing. More standing. You know, this at this point, you know, we're getting to like the 100 range, and I started to kind of get the hang of things and how to like use my line weight and kind of add some shading in a little bit here and there. But I got really good at drawing people sitting in different positions. I'm kind of proud of that. Kind of proud. Standing was still not there. A lot of the times, since I couldn't get, you know, you're trying to draw people in real life, especially when they're standing. I couldn't size them right to the page, so most of the time their feet are just cut off. Yeah. But sitting, we're good at sitting, you know? Standing. Which I forced myself to draw more standing people because I knew I needed to work on that. And it was probably one of the biggest challenge like something I still struggle with even is like people standing in general. Like either the legs are too long or they're too short. It just doesn't look right. Even though like this is supposed to show progress, this also kind of exposes you like and shows you that artists are not always like 100% on their game. Like there's gonna be good days and there's gonna be a lot of bad days. Yeah, a lot of bad days. But that just comes with being an artist. You know, you gotta deal with the bad days and the good days and just appreciate the artwork that turns out really well. At this point, I think I was at like, what, 100-ish? 100? Maybe? It looked like 100. Yeah, we're around that like 100 range, okay? And at this point, I really... No, it's 150! 30! Okay, 130. At this point, I made myself only try to make it around that 5-minute range because I was slacking. You know, doing 300 sketches or drawings of actual people, full like sketches of people, is a lot. It's a lot. Okay. And why am I pausing? But oh, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah. Oh, legs. No. One other really crazy thing that I learned from doing sketches like this, as crazy as it sounds, I work like this now every single time I'm sketching. I don't know why, but I hate using like the specific drawing pencils that I have. And I prefer to use just a mechanical pencil. It's like nothing fancy at all. Just a mechanical pencil. I know, it's crazy. But for this entire, like I did at the beginning try to use like my fancy pencils, okay? But I ended up using a mechanical pencil for all of these. I don't know why it works well for me in my brain, but it's like, I like having a sharp angled graphite pencil because when you're using a mechanical pencil, you can literally just like break off the end and then you have a brand new like tip. It's not like soft or anything. You have like an edge to it. I don't know why I love that, but it just worked really well for me. Since my anatomy class, like she knew we had like a lot to do for this project specifically, so she said like if you guys have time at all during class and you like have all your assignments done, you can draw people in class. So a lot of these people were from like my anatomy class, and wow, oh wow, we're to the end of the first sketchbook. So that is my first officially like completely filled sketchbook I've ever made, which I'm very proud of. Like it's a thick book, okay? A thick book. We're on to the next one. And these, oh my gosh, there are like probably like not like 20, maybe 15 sketches that I'm really really proud of in here that I'm just very surprised. This one, these two in particularly, even during, I had another class that I was taking at the time, nothing art related. I think it was like biology and something like that. But I drew these people. This is at 200. This shows why you need to practice every single day and force yourself. Oh goodness, I love those ones. I'm very proud of those. Like, just to see the difference from like at the beginning of like these horrible sketches I tried to do in like 10 minutes and then coming to like being able to do stuff in like 5 and 6 minutes is crazy to me. It's crazy. Oh my gosh. So since we were like in the spring semester, and most of the semester it was freezing outside, by the end of the semester it was finally getting warm out. So I was able to actually like go to a few parks in the area and like draw people that were, you know, there was like this, oh, what was it? Like this music festival I went to or something like that. I don't know. It was like out in the park, kind of a musical thing, and everybody had like their blankets out. And so I was like so happy. I got to actually like go outside and draw people that I wasn't used to, which was nice. And then of course, going back to a lot, we had like a whole day where she just let us draw each other and we had to take turns like posing, which was really nice. I'm glad she gave us like extra time in class because there was no way. Like, drawing 300 sketches is more than what you think it is. Like, that's like doing a drawing almost every day for a full year. Almost, okay? Like, that's crazy. I really, I haven't finished filling this sketchbook. So, and I really want to get back into being able to draw people in under 5 minutes or around that time. You know, since getting married and everything, I have been off my game big time. Like, after I've been back, I've started to get into a routine of drawing people, but it hasn't been in the sketchbook. So I'm thinking about maybe doing a challenge to fill the rest of this with like trying to get back to this spot. I think that the craziest thing about doing something like this and like seeing the process of like being able to improve on such a drastic level was just like learning how to like draw really simple and like straightforward and not trying to think about all the details. Like, for me personally, the biggest thing I learned from this was how to draw small. If you know my artwork, I love to draw big. Like, large scale is my thing. And this was a big learning curve, being able to draw on such a small scale. And like, not trying to think about the details and, you know, the time limit, especially with people that are living and moving and they're in their own like day-to-day lives. It was so challenging, but it was definitely worth it. Like, even seeing from like the first drawing to the end here is nuts to me. I'm positive that I wasn't just the only one in the class that had this kind of like dramatic like improvement, like being able to draw somebody in under 5 minutes and it not looking like a hot mess. It's just nuts to me. But anyways, that is the 300th one. I also did a couple extra because for our grade, if you guys want to throw in a few extra just to cover your bases, like, do that. So I did. But anyways, 300 sketches. Actually, a little more than that. 303 sketches. That's just insane to me. Anyways, that is the first sketchbook I have ever filled completely. And even though I showed the second one, it was kind of like it was one project. It was one thing. Okay, we can agree on that. Maybe I'll do a challenge video where I finish the rest of the second one. see how much more I can improve. Maybe? I don't know. We'll see. If that's something you're interested in, say something down below. Or don't. You know the vibes. Hope you guys enjoyed this, inspired you to maybe, challenge yourself and draw 300 people in person and get better at drawing people. Because trust me, it improved me a lot. You saw some of the trash at the beginning. You saw it. It was bad. It was really bad. But anyways, hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!